Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Foxman Plays Planet Coaster, our creative series. I feel like I should be up front and let you know I am recording this episode pretty much, after the previous one. So I'm not going to be putting in any feedback from the previous episode's comments in on this episode, simply because I don't know yet. And the reason I'm recording this now is because when the sun is shining, we gotta make hay. I'm feeling good. It's nice to be feeling good for once in a few weeks. This cold is abolished. I'm quite confident. This is nice. I wanna sit here for a minute and let this guy kind of come around here while I talk about what we're gonna be doing. The Underground Railroad idea, I'm gonna go with that. Although feel like I should mention, the whole underground and physical railroad thing is a mostly figurative sort of thing. Basically, Underground Railroad it was like a network of secret. It doesn't mean it was underground. Doesn't mean it wasn't. But the point is, sometimes people take it a little too literally. So I'm gonna work on it. But the one thing I've noticed, oh man, I fucking love the light. I just can't wait until we really finish this. Even just the nature part of it. Let me set the time to, you know what, that's fine. What's I gonna say? Actually, no, that's a bit dark. Let's go 12 p.m. There we go, nice and bright. Yeah, the issue with the commuter train we got is, originally I was thinking, have a station here, and then it would come down. We'd have a station here, then it'd go up, and then we'd have a station here. But I forgot that the way they do it in this game is you need to complete the loop. So I still think I'm gonna just go with those 3 stations, but we'll have the track will come back over here. And what I'm really not sure about is how visible I want some of the track. Like, I don't know if I want it visible the whole way. I might seriously want to do a lot of it underground, at least in this realm. I don't know. I think it might be cool to possibly have it going in and out. But right now we're just gonna rough out a lot of it because it's really hard to say specifically how we'll want it until we start adding more stuff, and then I can react to that a little bit more and change stuff. So I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna plunk it in a spot, and we're just gonna go with it and not fret about it too much because we will most certainly change it later. So we'll get it started, and then we'll come back because I do want it to come in this way and then follow alongside this river. It's gonna be tricky because we're gonna need to flatten down another part of this, but it's got to be raised, so it can go alongside the river. You can't really see in there. It's kind of scary, but we'll get it working. I'm confident with your assistance. So I'm gonna do just the steam train. I feel like it's the most fitting overall. Doesn't look half bad, It's pretty nice. So where are we gonna put it? Well, again, the area where it specifically starts might change. I'm gonna do eventually a building around it to make it look like a nice building, and maybe follow some of the similar stylings we've got over there on the wall. But again, we've got so much opportunity over in this area. So We can either have it kind of start down here. So people have to walk. Maybe, ooh, they have to walk kind of down here, and there could be a couple shops and stuff on either side. You know, a ride. Maybe we have a nice ride right here. Originally, I was going to put it up here, but I think I want to force them to walk as much as possible. So, let's actually put it down. Not right on the edge. But like, let's just plop it there. Just start it there. And we'll move it around. We'll lower it as necessary. I would like to... Let's see. I'm just going to wing it. So basically, actually, what I need to do, I'm going to move these guys. These guys are kind of in the way. Excuse me. Okay. Edit. That was my bad. With these guys, we'll just put them up here. Raise them up so we can actually see them. Don't want to lose anything. And I'll do the same with these guys. They're just like there for reference materials and stuff like that. I could probably delete them, but why bother? Why bother? And then exit out. And I will remove these trees because they're easily placed later on. So I want the railway going somewhere in here. Problem is, you know, I want to preserve space for shops and rides and stuff like that. So while it's going to be going down this central area, it's going to get shifted. I'm almost positive of that. And then we've got to get it so it comes down and goes into here. So I'm thinking we can just have it here, and then maybe it starts to go, or maybe it starts to go actually underground here, and then connect up with it there. Something like that. But first, oh, the ride is gone. Oh, track rides, there we go. So I'll raise you up a little bit for now. Try and center it kind of. Okay. That's good. So now we need to bring it over. We're going to have like a bridge. At some point, I'd like to design a more fancy custom bridge. But I think we'll just go with, you know, whatever. Also, that's the smallest, which is kind of crazy. So we can really get it going. Let's start by... Yeah, we'll just keep this straight for now. Or by, I mean straight by like level. Vertically, it will remain unchanged, and then kind of line it up a little bit. How does that look? I like this though, like it's a simple structural support. It's wooden. You know, at some point we might change that, but I think that's actually a very pleasant kind of aesthetic. However, I do want it to be like level with the ground over there, so maybe we should lower it a bit. See if that works. There you go. We're getting a few supports again. No. Oh, yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. So now we go one more like that, and then... Actually, I can just hit spacebar. I gotta remember doing that with the snap to angle. Okay. Let's see. So now we'll just go... Oh, shoot. How do I get this to be perfectly straight? That's cool. Height markers. There's no, like, grid select. Let's eyeball it. Oh, wait. Like, it's gonna be off, like, as we go. I mean, that's... I don't know. That actually looks... If anything, it's getting a bit closer to this side as we go. Let's just see if we can tell over a greater distance. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but I can clearly tell that it gets a bit closer on this end. You know, a decent amount. So I'm wondering... That's it done for now. Intersecting. I don't get that, but let's do wait. Select grid. Let's see if we can use this kind of more as a guide. But yeah, you can definitely see it's closer there, and as we go, it's getting further away. So again, it's not. I probably shouldn't be bothering with this because I'm going to be changing, you know, how close it is here or how much further away it is. But this is a good exercise for me to just practice a few things to make it easier in the future and maybe make it a little bit easier for everybody else. All right, so let's. Okay, that's actually fine. Path. Select grid again. Okay. Edit. So now... place it. And let's see if it's like, if we can get it. This is tricky, man. Especially with all these freaking lines and stuff, it's hard to see. Maybe if we make it longer. That might actually make it easier. I don't know. See, it's still got some weird curvature. See, if I do angle snap, because it's coming in here. Oh. Hold on. What if we put a station here, then lead it to here? The station we can line up on here much more easily. Oh, okay. But then... Okay. I know. let's just start kind of... Press X. Okay. So now it's a bit further, but that's okay. What I should do as well is shoot. Should rotate this. Although, now that's there. I'm just gonna delete this. It hurts me to do it. Edit track. How do we want it to go? Like this. Don't want it too close to the rocks. I think it was something like that. And then we'll go 90 again. That doesn't look right. Bring it up a bit sooner here. And then goes like that, I think. No, it's got to go up a little bit more. Oh shit. There we go. And then space it. So it comes over here. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, right. Yeah, let's just keep it like that for a little while. There you go, there you go. And we should probably curve it over. Now this is tricky though. Now how do I get it perfectly straight? The only way would be is when we do this turn is if this is like 45 or something. But I just free-handed it. Alright. No, you gotta go the other way, dog. How do I get it to go the other freaking way? Ah! Okay. Good grief. I'm sorry to do this. We gotta do it right. And clearly I'm screwing it up. So if it goes this way, I should have done this from the start. We'll place this guy. X. Get him as close as possible. There we go. Jeez. There you go. Okay, so now we'll do... Yeah, let's do 15. That would be... Actually, let's try 30. 30 might be okay. Nah, 30 is too much. But then 15 kind of looks awkward too. Okay, free-handed again. Wait, how did that one end off? A little bit lower. Okay. Actually, wait. We don't want... Yeah, let's not make the same mistake. It's gotta be level there. What I will do is also bring you over 15 again. So it'll go... Yeah, that's okay. I guess if we had turned it sooner, it would have been a bit closer. So now we've got to turn it 30. Go like that, and then like that. Would that be good enough? Oh wait, 15. And then 90. There we go. Uh-oh, we got more problems. Okay, place this one. Place the station. Yeah, baby. Wait, how do we want them both entering on the left? I think. That's easy enough to change later on. Okay. So this will have to loop some way. But for now, it's okay. We'll probably change some of the track elevations and stuff, but it's nice. It kind of comes down a bit. We can have some nice trees and such on either side, of course. Naturalize it a bit, and then they'll go over this, and they'll get to see the water splashing about. I'll probably want to fix it so this isn't right in the water, just on the other side. And then, of course, like I said, we'll definitely be playing around with where this is, if it's over closer or further. We've got to fix all this pathway stuff. I appreciate you guys ignoring all the junk I've been leaving around, but I don't want to delete it just yet, just in case. And then now, this is where we're going to get closer to the fun stuff. So we've got to do like 45. I think that would work. And right around here somewhere is where it would go underground. So I'm going to undo that. Just place that. And then let's just start doing the terrain. I'm just going to wing it. I'm going to try and give a decent area to work with. I'm first going to take a drink of my water. Is good water. So let's just dig down. I might even have to set a few lights up in here just so I can see. But yeah, we gotta make this nice and wide, and then I think what I'll do, like, we'll really have to make it quite wide at some point, because especially if we're having the railway going down through here, you'll be able to ride it, you'll be able to see, so we'll probably want to light it up. We'll want to decorate stuff, throw in a few props here and there. I don't know. So that's gonna be kind of tricky. So it's gonna be easier to do if we leave stuff kind of open, and then once we're satisfied, then we can close it on top with the terrain. But let's actually probably do this. It's got to be higher than the water too. Very important to do that, but we'll try and keep it level to make it easier to work with for now. And then basically all along this side here is where the train's gonna go. And we're gonna roughly try to follow the river that I've already made. Actually, first though, I am just gonna manually lower a lot of it. It's gonna make the foundation tool a lot easier to work with. So I don't want to accidentally foundation tool on the river itself. Screw that business up. So bit by bit. You can see I've already screwed some up, but it's relatively easy to fix, so I'm not gonna sweat it too much if I do screw up, which I've done and will continue to do. Funny story, because you know, there's been the joke or the thing going around a little bit, you know, that I get to be the Bob Ross of Planet Coaster, just because of the way these episodes are, and I like that. I consider it a compliment. And I was on Netflix earlier, and I was like, hey, what are you gonna suggest, Netflix? And they're like, hey, we got some Bob Ross. I was like, oh snap. And it's been a while. I mean, I know Twitch did that Bob Ross thingy. I never really watched that though, because like, I like Bob Ross. I used to watch him as a kid, right? I don't need Twitch to like make it some big event. I think it's more for maybe people who never got to experience Bob Ross, and I'm glad they did that. But it's like, for me, Bob Ross is all about just chilling, just you and him, and yeah, I don't want Twitch chat to really kind of ruin the experience. That's not what I want personally. All right, getting a good stretch of this done. Actually, most of it done. Yeah, let's just go all the way before we kind of break out the foundation tool then. Just cut a lot of this back, make it nice and easy to work with. Again, we'll be able to come over this fairly easily. I mean, we can see the terrain on either side, so you can kind of see how it goes, and then we'll do some magic and make it covered up, and you'll never know. You'll never know. All right. I think we've given ourselves a good amount at this point. So let's foundation it. Fix that little doohickey. Oh yeah, the river kind of goes over to the left there. Gotcha. River stream. Call it what you will. Alright. It's pretty cool though. You know, it's just another thing, another place for us to create, you know, a unique one. And that's what I really like. I see a lot of people playing this game, and again, there's no wrong way to play it. I'm not trying to be all high and mighty or whatever, but I do see a lot of people playing it kind of more, you know, just symmetrically, I guess. And again, if that's what you find most pleasing, then that's what you do. But I find there's just something more meaningful and magical about creating a space that isn't, you know, perfectly symmetrical. You know, okay, we're gonna have to fix that, obviously. No worries. But that's just me. I like looking at spaces where, like, every which way you look, there's something slightly different. Just seems to give it a little more character to me. And, I like that. So at some point we're gonna want it to come up. Okay, let's fix this dude that we screwed up somewhere back here. Is it here? I can't even see, man. Okay, let's see if this is doing a trick. We might just have to re-water it, or even lower it. Oh, there we go. And of course, I'm gonna color the bottom. You know, it's grass underneath there. Obviously, that's not realistic. Don't worry, I am gonna change that when we get in there and do some more detailing and stuff. You know, I kind of thought about on the other side of the water, we could almost have like a pathway or something. But you know what? No, I want this to be right up against it. I think that's gonna look cool, and it creates less work for us later. Not that I'm afraid of work, but I am kind of afraid that there'll be too many assets going. You know, so yeah. Okay, now we're gonna need to build like a slope. So let's just kind of get a bunch of it down over here, and then we'll bring some of it back up, so on and so forth. Just rough it out, rough it out. I'm gonna have a turn in there. All right. So get a little bit bigger, maybe 5. Something like that. There we go. Just kind of paint it, you know? It's this is a paintbrush of sorts. Just controlling it with a mouse and panning around with the keyboard. That's okay. And then it'll have to curve this way. So let's see. Probably gonna have to, yeah, raise it a bit more. And then we're gonna do a lot of smoothing here. And then at a certain point, I'm actually gonna do flatten to surface once I get the relative angle I like. So then it's like perfectly flat, but on an angle. Here we go. So you can still see, I mean, it's a lot better, but it's still kind of like, yeah. We pull up this area. Oopsie, smooth. So kind of like that. So flatten the surface. Oh, the only problem now is it might be a bit crooked. So if we get it like that. See, that's too steep. Okay. I think this is relatively flat on both sides. Actually, that's probably working out a little bit better for us there. Looks mostly mostly level. Okay, this is weird though. I don't know why it keeps changing it every time I click. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just gonna be easier for us to work with. Alright. There we go. Let's see if we can get this track going now. And we'll cover it up. We'll do some fancy stuff. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to do something. And then we'll figure out how we get these pathways going around it and all that kind of stuff. We want to make it look secretive, though. We don't want to draw too much attention to it. So maybe get some trees and bushes around it, too, just to really disguise it. We got to go to edit. So this is where I'm going to go 45. We might actually have to go 60. Wait, let's undo this for a second. Why can't I go 60? I can go 40. I don't like that. We could go like start with 15 here. And then do 30. Oh wait, I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. Okay, wait. Go 90. And then this one, go 15. So we go 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3. Why did it do that small one? One, two. See, it looks like it. Interesting. I guess we could go like this now. Let's just freehand it a little bit. But it's got to go. I think what we need to do is actually pull this terrain back a bit more. So it's pretty intense. Don't worry about it. Okay. Very step-by-step process. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, and then I'm going to bring you down a little bit more. There we go. And lastly, smooth this transition out a little bit more. Okay. Now we go back. We're on the 15, so 1, 2. We'll just go with that. Wait, but this one. Oh, okay, so we can get it to go down there. That's good. I wish. Yeah, let's get it nice and low. And then 90. Okay, yeah, this actually, okay, we've got it. It's more or less centered. This turn's gonna be tricky though. I think we might have to do some more terrain stuff. Let's see. Yeah, we can only do such a turn radius. So we need to start turning this one earlier. Let's go to 15. Oh shit. Okay, maybe we don't have to do the terrain stuff. There you go. But I don't necessarily want it to be elevated there. So let's bring it down. Wait. So confused. Oh, it does a little bendy there. Okay, will it let us just freaking go down? Okay, come on up. Dang it, Bobby. I just want you on the fudging ground. Alright. Okay, is it on the ground yet? That's close. You know what? That's close enough. Actually, why am I doing that? We don't want angles now. We just kind of want to. Oh, this is going swimmingly now. We're swimming here. Okay, come back around. Oopsies, camera. Would you cooperate? Thank you. Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, I just don't like it's got the supports. Well, we can always... Can't we just bring the ground up around it? If we want to. Not really. It's fine. When you're on the ride, you won't see it anyways. I do kind of, like, I mostly just want to leave a lot of this stuff as is. We'll do some cleanup, but I want it to seem very, like, rough, I guess. Now the thing is, okay, let's at least get the entranceway, kind of the secretive part, done. The rest of this I'm gonna leave open for now until I come in. I think what will happen in the future is just a montage, perhaps, maybe, not a montage, a time lapse. We'll just come in. We'll put some rocks, a couple. Actually, we can't really put bushes because there's no sunlight down there. But we'll put some rocks in the stream and the little, like, sprinkler thingies to create the sound of the water, the moving stream down there. And we will have a couple lights that are placed down there as well, so you can actually see when you're going through. And probably do up some kind of you know, wooden crates and, you know, some tools, or, you know, various things like that, just to give it a little more, like, oh, what's that? So here, though, we're gonna try to pull this up and around it. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the biggest boner I ever seen. Alright. Let's get underneath it. Yeah, let's go like this. I just want to pull it as close to as possible. Because, you know, making this little underground tunnel here, they're not going to dig out any more than they need to. There's a shit ton that they'd have to do. So we want it to be pretty tight. Not to the max, because as you can see, it does like some of this weird stuff. So we will come in later probably and push certain parts back a bit, but for now, it's like it's given the A-OK symbol, the thumb and the fingers, or yeah. Okay, you go away. We do not need you anymore. We never needed you. Yes. Start with the bottom. Okay. This is coming. I just love doing this. I cannot explain it. It is like painting, but you know, watching Bob Ross again, I'm kind of like, oh, man, I should just take up painting. I might not be that bad at it. Now, I want to make this hump like as low as we possibly can. So first, I'm just going to start by getting the tunnel around it, and then trying to transition it as much as possible. Now with this pathway, this goes like this. Oh, sugar, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I just love how this is kind of worked out. Hopefully I can keep the railway here. I mean, worst case scenario, we can just have it kind of come out more like this and then go this way. So yeah, we actually can. But let's go... let's see here. Let's just go like this for now. Alright, so this is going to be tricky. But I think we'll be able to maybe mostly make it work. Just going to push this back again for a bit. Let's get this pathway. Basically, this is going to go right over as if, like, you know, we're none the wiser. And then we can build a wall or something here. We'll just use maybe similar, the little section here or something. Maybe make it a bit shorter. But we could build a wall there. I don't know. Yeah, this is gonna look good, man. Okay, go back to path. Select grid. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I can make this work. I hope. If we actually cut away at a bit of this, it might somehow work. We'll see. Okay, we did get this one. Terrain. Let's just push this back. And I know how we can fix this underneath so you don't see the thingy we'll use rocks. Rocks will solve all of our problems. Huh. So I don't know. Terrain. Flatten the foundation. What if we deselect? I'm going to get rid of this for a minute because I don't want it maybe in the way. No, but for real, stop that. Maybe we need to make the terrain just a bit, oh, wait, path, get rid of this one again, terrain. I wonder. Actually, let's see here. Edit. Okay, it's taking me to this end. Not what I wanted. But let's actually get rid of this. Ah, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. Okay. Now we play with the terrain. Actually, this might also be the reason why, because this is not necessarily flat. What are you talking about? Is it like not low enough? I don't understand. Okay. Path. Select grid. Undo, undo. There's gotta be, like, is it just too high? What if we lower it all a little bit and then flatten it to like that? See if that works. Probably won't. We might actually have to undo this other path to get it to do exactly what we want. I think. No, we just need to lower the rest of this bullshit. Alright. That I can do. Although, path under you. Let's up the size. Here we go. Okay. That's good enough for now. I think what we do is actually... Oopsies. Yeah, get rid of this stuff. We really only probably need... Like this pathway, what we might end up doing is having it curve like closer to here. So, no, actually we'll have stuff here. I forgot. We're going to cover this up. So we'll have room to put stuff on either side if it stays as is. We're just going to have to lower the terrain a bit or raise the pathway up a little bit at some point. But now what I'm going to do, let's go back to this. Smooth this out a little bit. Shit. Okay, wait. Yeah, I think what we'll do maybe is build just like a nice wall. So we can almost pretend like there was more rock here and then they cut through it, possibly. So we'll do that. It'll help, you know, make it look nicer. So we're gonna do a little bit more of a transition here. Just hold your horses. And let's push it, but let's get the sensitivity down a fair bit. Actually, even more. Actually, I want to pull it up on this side. Nice and slowly. So the path is kind of getting in the way. Although, I'm going to leave it for now. Because there's a decent amount of space over here we might want to utilize. So I think having two pathways on either side might not be a bad idea. And then they can meet up and then boom. Alright. Smooth this out a little bit more. Actually, not too rough. I mean, we could probably add some a few trees and bushes even on top of this. Small trees. Gotta make it more realistic. And like I said, we'll probably put some rocks and stuff just around the edge here to, you know, make it look a little less flimsy, I guess. Okay, that's as low as we can get that. It's okay. Pull up as much as that. Oh, shoot. I forgot, we gotta fix this. Let's see, what do we do? Well, if we put a wall there and we put boulders and stuff, we will fix this one problem at a time. One at a time. Let's just try and get this railway back in here. Edits. So that, of course, that doesn't work. Okay, wait. It's kind of awkward. Let's get you kind of. Uh-oh. No. I just want to get you down as much as possible. There. Don't fuss with it. It works. It's got a nice smooth ride. 2015 Ford Fiesta. And then we're gonna just try to see if we can. How much of this we can actually hide. Just pretty much none. Wow. So that's going to rely, the wall, we'll get some rocks. We can do the same thing on this side. That's okay. It'll be nice. So I don't want to close that stuff off. Not yet. The thing is to ride the train. Actually, no, can't. We can ride it. But what I do want to do. Where the hell are you taking me? Okay, I see. Is replace this with track. No. Okay, there we go. let's start a test just to see how it looks up to this point. Of course, we can set speeds and all that kind of mumbo jumbo. But, okay, that's not the angle we want. Something like that. Take a sip of my drink. Definitely want to do more of a grand kind of bridge, for sure. We'll get like, you know, walls and stuff and rocks and who knows what else. It'll be cool though. You're gonna see on either side. We'll fix up the pathway. But maybe we don't. Maybe we just put some trees and stuff too in this central part in between these paths for the most part. We could have a couple shops, smaller footprint or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. And then of course just going towards the mountains is pretty awesome. And then we proceed to ride towards Satan's butthole. I like this too. Like if we look over here, you just seeing the railway, or not the railway, the railing. Just is nice too. Yeah, we could probably lower it going in a little bit. It's picking up some speed, eh? Oh. So this will be completely covered. We'll have some nice soft glowing light, like not too much light, just a bit of light. We'll get it all dirtied up. There shouldn't be any grass down here. And yeah, like I said, a few props. They got like pickaxes or something. It's cool. And then you'll come out the other side. Nifty. Nifty, nifty, and then it blows up. Welcome to Canada. Boom. That's gonna be cool though. And then let me just see here. I wanted to kind of, yeah, maybe I don't want to change, I don't want to lower this terrain at all, obviously because of the water. So I'm just gonna do a little more fixer upper here. Slowly bring it up and push this side back a bit more too. Let's give ourselves a bit of width. We don't need too much though. And then try and smooth it all out. Obviously we're gonna try it, like the St. Lawrence that I did here is butchered beyond belief. Actually, let's push this tip back a little bit. Actually, I think it's more this part needs to be pushed back. But anyways, I mean, we'll spend more time with this monstrosity. Let's pull that part up. So it'll come over here, and then we'll have it going along the tops of these. And then we'll have it like come down through here, come across here. We'll have to play around with the terrain some. Have a station, and then yeah, I think we're gonna have this pathway. We're gonna widen this area here so the pathway can come through, and then we can always have the pathway kind of wrap around and get to the station here. But then this track is gonna come up here. We'll probably, we might have to do another tunnel or something, get it up here, and then a station somewhere over here. But now, last episode, I talked about this would be a good area for maybe a larger roller coaster. We might not do so much in terms of just doing crazy terrain. I wanted to do something themed around the Avro Arrow. And I'm going to quickly look and see. I thought there was an airplane-based one. I know... Okay, there's like... Flying Stingray. What does this one look like? Nah, it doesn't look like a plane. Hypercoaster. Proto Wing. Does that look like a plane? This might be like the closest thing. I'm just gonna place that as like a reminder. Single rail. Stand up Enigma. Black Falcon. Nah, that's a bird. That's like some kind of sci-fi thing. Test pilot. I mean, that's cool, but like the Avro Arrow, I think we might go with this one. Pretend it. I mean, it's got the plane looking thing. It looks cool, looks fun. Let me just see what kind of pieces we've got though. Non-inverted. So we don't have any loops. We've got the cable lift. That's interesting. I remember you. Drive tires, you got different brakes. So why can't you flip? Huh. Is this what we made the hidden dimensions out of? These parts? All these... Well, I guess it's these non-inverted parts are all similar. I just feel like for a... it's a coaster that's supposed to be... The Avro Arrow is an airplane. Canadian made. And it was way ahead of its time. Do you feel like we need loops? I want it to look like kind of like a plane. But for a plane, I feel, well, I guess they wouldn't really do loops. Like I'm just going to I'll just hold on. Let me test something out. Let me just test this out. How much can we twist this mofo? 90? 90 is the most it can go. So it can't go upside down, which is like... I don't know how... Like, that's kind of like... I don't think we can have that. I don't think we can have that. What are some ones that maybe are close to it? Hypercoaster Equalizer. Doesn't really look like a plane. Non-inverted. Not interested. If we're going with non-inverted, one that can only do non-inverted, it's definitely going to be that one. But, let's delete you. Boa. What do you look like? I mean, you don't look anything like a plane. Maybe that'll be for the best. What is this, like, crazy contraption, though? Holy shnikes. This is this is like a normal section. That's too beefy. That's too beefy. Because it is hanging, so, like, whatever. I get it, I guess. It's a hybrid. Hybrid is like half steel, half wood. I don't want this to be a hybrid. Rival. This is kind of similar to the last one, so I reckon, yeah. So what is... It's just called an inverted? See, I don't know anything about the actual coaster's launch torque. This one, I don't like the flames. But I think this one, we can do anything we want with. And this is a big thing for me, the linear synchronous motor. It launches it at like high speeds. It's not like the drive tires. It's kind of just keep it going. Like this shit launches it. I wish we had this coaster body on this coaster. But if we made it all white, then it might be okay. Never Arrow was like white, right? Because the Arrow, it needs to be intense. Like, intense. It's a freaking airplane that goes Mach whatever. Mach freaking fast. I'll have to sleep on it. And I just feel like a plane, it should be able to do loops. Should be able to fly upside down. I know this one, I'm almost positive, can fly upside down. It's just... Or like go upside down. Just start twisting it. There's 90. There you go, 180. Yeah. I mean, it's just like, how could I have... It's like, what's the greater sin? That it doesn't look like a plane? Or that it doesn't fly like a plane? You know? That does bother me a bit. I almost wish you could... I know these coasters are like they're modeled after real coasters and real manufacturers and stuff like that, so I totally respect that. But I almost wish you could, you know, pick the design to an extent. That one's only 2 wide. This one's 4 wide. So I get it. But still. Anyways, I'm just going to leave that there as kind of a reminder. I do want to start doing another coaster soon because it's been a while. I mean, this one's great. It's available on the Steam Workshop if you want it. Keep in mind, I saw Northern Lion. He did put this in his park, and it's like saved it or saved the one end of it. It's brought a lot of attention. Although he raised it up when he placed it, and that increased the fear. Like the default fear on this, or the way I have it, is 5.75. But that's because it's like all this is at this height, and then this part is actually goes below, right? When he put it in, he actually raised it up because this would normally clip with a flat surface, and by raising it up, it actually put the fears at like 8, because as people are going up here, it's just like it's so much higher. And I think it even reduced the excitement, and it might have increased the nausea. So it affects it a fair bit. So if you do use the Sleeping Giant, keep that in mind, right? It's pretty good, pretty good all around coaster. I feel, if you use it right. So anyways, we've got that one. This one is okay. It's you know, the nausea and the fear aren't quite as high. Of course, the excitement is almost like 1.5 points less as well. It's just barely into the green. So I'm gonna maybe we'll see. Like, it's not supposed to be super exhilarating. The whole intent was to kind of just like get a good view and stuff. We'll have trees, so it'll be like a snake slithering through the trees and all that kind of stuff. You'll barely be able to see it, actually. That's the cool thing. This one you notice, but when we get done with it, you're only going to see bits of whatever color we make the snake, just kind of poking through the trees in some of these areas. And I'm also going to hide the chain lift, I think in a tunnel or something like that. I just think it's cool, you know, we're trying to make each coaster is unique and different. So this one, we want it to be long. You know, it's a plane, it's got to go fast. Really exciting, and I think this is a great area for that. So that's a long story of, yes, let's get the train and put a station here. But maybe one of these episodes soon. I can't guarantee it's going to be the next one, but I might start working on the Avro Arrow. And I think this one is just going to be more balls to the wall. Like, we'll probably keep this relatively level. We could pretend like this is, you know, on the Canadian Shield. It's all flat, rocky, you know, in the prairies or something like that too. It's relatively flat. So that's how we can keep with the theme of Canadian stuff. The natural landscape of Canada. Is the arrows flying over the prairies. Yeah. I see. I should be a lawyer. I can weasel my way into justifying any of this stuff. Okay. That's good. If only we could put like wheat or canola or something in this game. I'm sure modders will fix that. So this episode's gone on a bit longer actually than I expected. I just kind of wanted to keep the momentum going a little bit and put this in. I know I haven't seen your feedback with regards to the railroad, but if I know you guys, I think you're probably pretty supportive of it, and you probably think it's a really cool idea. In general, I think it fits too. It's just cool. And it's functional as well, right? It's not just like this is nice and people will be able to sit here and hang out, but they probably won't use it too much. At least the railway, they can use it to get from here over to here over to here. And actually we are going to have to loop it back, but you know, I don't think I'm going to put a station here. I could, but then I just feel like people wouldn't come to this one. I don't know. Anyways, we'll figure it out. There's no harm, no foul in trying stuff and then fixing it and trying some new stuff. So I hope you have enjoyed this this interesting episode, as I'm of course, as always, winging stuff. I like to wing it, but I feel like that's how we get some good creativity and we get good ideas out of it by running into obstacles and making mistakes and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to put like a wall here. We'll continue this part of the wall probably along the top here, so we won't have like the rest of this stuff, but we'll have just a little sliver of this rock, maybe, and then at a certain point we'll stop having that when it kind of levels out a little bit more, and then we'll have some rides and stuff on either side here. Yeah, we should put some rides in as well, not roller coaster rides, but we should put them in a few places. Again, I kind of wanted this to be like a bigger area for a lot of rides and stuff, but we should have a few kind of scoured throughout. And this is going to be a good area for that. All right. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I have enjoyed working on it, doing something a little bit different, and I'm excited to see where it goes, and I'm excited to see what kind of feedback you guys have to offer. So hit me up in the comments section, let me know what's what, and yeah, again, just thank you so much for all the support. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, peace out.